Oh, up and drink some fucking adult. You fucking. It would have been better if you would have said Four Loco, Steve. Drink some fucking Four Loco. Galaxy costs more than the Endeavor? Did you get my message, by the way, Normandy, or are you just choosing to ignore me about the Endeavor? And the fact that they're working on the large Misk ships next. And large Drake ships next. And the only large Drake ships that they have next are the fucking... What's the fucking cinder block? The Ironclad and the Drake Kraken. Who ignored me? You ignored me. I am not playing this build. Fuck this. This build is ass, dude. I can't. I'm not going to play this at 14 FPS, chat. I'm sorry. No, thank you. It's fucking unplayable. I'm trying to have a good experience, not fucking deal with this shit. Tempted to get another one just to hold on to it for the price hike. It's gonna go over 1,000 easily. Look at what the Polaris did. Just take what the Polaris did. I know, I'm just saying, look at what the Polaris did. I couldn't even exit to menu. If finally we rework the ATC, we might get the Kraken. I don't think they need to rework the ATC though to get the Kraken. They just need to add like an automated system to where you can spawn ships on it, or you're able to just load it with ships. We start fighting the Idris now, we can beat it by about 11 p.m. your time. I'm not fighting the Idris tonight. I don't feel like dealing with that tonight, man. I just want to chill out and fucking whatever, you know? I was hoping the 4.0 build was going to be decent, but holy shit, man. There's no reason to fly around at fucking 15 FPS the whole time. What? Yeah. The F8 one actually in game looks pretty good. The images that they shared are blurred, and you don't really get a good look at them. When you actually see them in game, they're pretty good. The Reclaimer one reminds me of the old pink and white one. It reminds me of that. Oh yeah. I mean, it's better than no paint. It's up to you. I'm sure the F8's going to have paints that we can buy as well. Because there were some paints that were leaked, at least with the new F7s. Anvil's last day. Mm-hmm. It's because there's a new concept. That's for they in the day 2, the IAE showed part 2 or whatever. They showed it, and it's planned for a 4.0 release. That's the Anvil concept. It's a Carrack-sized gunship. Yes, by Anvil. Yes. I guess Stanton can go fuck itself then. It's called Save Stanton KG, not give up on completely because you can't get into Pyro. I just want to play the game, Steve. I don't want to shoot at a fucking ship for 6 hours. Am I talking in Discord? Yes. Normandy's in Discord with me. Do you guys want to hear Normandy talk? Normandy wants me to keep Discord muted. What's up, Devilish? How you doing, dude? Normandy doesn't want to deal with your guys' shenanigans. I think he's scared that if he starts doing the hyena, everyone's going to hear the hyena. And then at that point,
please watch your step when disembarking the train.
I always want to hear his pretty voice. Ooh. You got a crush, Normandy. Somebody's got a crush on you. He's got cooties. That is good stuff right there. That is good stuff.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Don't want to be heard.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Damn, you're on a low pop server. No wonder you don't want to fight the Idris. Am I? Oh yeah, I am. Oh, Falk's in the server. It's been working. We've done it like fucking 3 times a day. Although last night we were fighting it with one Polaris that had like 3 guns crewed. And then a bunch of ships. And it took us a long time. A very long time. It took like 2 hours. The Polaris, the PDCs on the Idris were shooting all the torpedoes. So we didn't get any torpedo damage. That was basically straight from just regular missiles that would get through the PDCs and repeaters and 2 ions, an Inferno, and a Polaris.
Welcome to Robert Space
That was the experience last night.
System check.
It was rough.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, Steve was in the ion and he kept pulling in front of us. I was about to shoot his ass down.
Raised.
I was gonna shoot him in the butt. Gonna be a booty shot. Yo, is that ion got a fucking refrigerator? I was surprised that you were flying a ship that doesn't have a fridge.
Thank you. And please visit again.
I was ready to die. Anything to take me out of that fight, and it was a cooler in the back. Yeah, it's got a cooler component. 2 of them. Unmute you so you can ask the CCU kings. Normandy has a question for the CCU people, but he doesn't want me to unmute himself or unmute him. Dar, you might want to just hop in Discord so that he can hear it, like you can hear him, because he doesn't want me to unmute. He's thinking about CCUing his F8 to get another Endeavor. I think it's gonna be more. Soon. Yeah, with them talking about Misk being the large ships for Misk, I would imagine. No interest in flying the island ever again, not until they fix the gun. Single fire and charge shot is not the way. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think the Endeavor will be more than that, Steve. You have to remember the Endeavor is also capital. It's basically a mobile space station. So I think it's honestly going to be a lot more than what we think. They're going to have to reconcept it as well.
Landing gear deployed.
Could see it being over 1,000, but I was saying it's going to at least double. Oh yeah, it's going to go up quite a bit. 100% going to go up quite a bit, especially when it gets reconcepted. Man, I wish I could shoot that fucking light out. Which fucking blows because I wanted to melt everything and do a CCU to it, but I can't. Fucking lame. Yeah. Think so. I don't think so. It's brother, it's a flying space station. That shit ain't going. Yeah, but it's got the medical, like, if you have the medical module, it's gonna be worth a stupid amount of money. Medical fucking tax. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna go up a decent amount because that was an original early concept of that thing back when it was originally planned. That thing's gonna be pricey, especially after the reconcept. Look at what they did with the Pioneer, with the reconcept of the Pioneer. That was only $75, but that's also not release price. So it's going to go up again after it gets built. That's the other thing that a lot of people aren't thinking about. Like, the price of that thing's going to drastically change. Look at, you can see a guy down there fucking shooting his beam in the sky. Your gloves? I was gonna search for helmets, but this one's too dark and I'm solo. I don't want to get fucking killed. Yeah, this is what me and Ten Buns have been doing. You can see that big fucking water station as well. Off in the distance. I hope the Endeavor still has an erect module. What? Are you talking about the boobies? He's probably talking about the tits. The tatas. Yeah, the boobs. I hope it extends like everything in the whole series. I don't think it will. I think once you get the module on it, it'll be like static.
Landing gear raised.
Nobody wants a flaccid misc ship. It's either the fucking erect ships that Steve likes or the ones that have refrigerators. Those are the only ways to make Steve happy. knows? It's gonna change when they do the reconcept of it anyway. Sure, that's gonna be a thing still, yes. But the ship is gonna get completely redesigned. And the whole idea of how the modules work is gonna be completely redone. Yeah. I'm unmuting Discord so they can hear you guys, because...
Okay.
Alright, you guys are good.
You know, the old concept of the Pioneer, or the Pioneer was that it like prefabs HAB sections, right? And then you land and like drop it on the ground. There were no drones or anything at all, because they hadn't concepted base building. That was like their initial rough concept of base building, and now they've concepted out, okay, this is what we're gonna do with base building, and then they tweaked, reconfigured the Pioneer to work with that.
Yeah, but like you've got Endeavor, you've got like a medical hospital that doesn't really require
I think
a lot of changing, and then they have a hangar module, which multiple ships in the game already have.
Thinking about grabbing the Endeavor?
Doesn't really require.
I mean,
like they have
it's $300. It's cheap, man. It's really fucking cheap.
Like unless they like change the shape of this ship,
Right, chat,
I don't
hold on.
understand what else they would redo about it.
We're gonna stop real quick, and we're just gonna sit here.
Particle accelerator.
I need to go get my food. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my food.
Yeah. Because I think they shot themselves in the foot with some of the modules, like the particle accelerator module.
Yeah, they don't know.
And like the
They don't know
telescopic
what
array
they're gonna do with
module.
that.
I mean, like, they shot themselves in the foot with some of this stuff. But some of the other stuff should be pretty easy to implement, like a hangar and a hospital, because they have hospitals in every.
Well, it's not the modules. Like, if they wanted to make the Endeavor without modularity and make it a hospital ship, they could do that now.
They could.
They haven't done on a big medical ship because I think medical gameplay doesn't really have a need
Point right now, yeah.
like a reason for it. But the the gameplay problem of the Endeavor is it's the modularity and the fact that it's essentially a flying space station, and like you said, some of the random sciencey stuff that they
Right.
it was concepted a very long time ago. But the problem they got into is that they sold the modules, right? Like, you can buy the particle accelerator module for like money. They have to make something out of it at some point. Versus like the controversy with the Galaxy's like base building thing. They didn't originally concept the Galaxy for base building, and they never sold a base building module for the Galaxy, so they were able to. I mean,
Which is why I think they're not selling that Starlancer.
Yeah, because they're not 100% on how it's gonna work, so they don't want to commit. Because they're still working through base building, right? Like, they have early prototypes working, but like I'm sure some stuff is gonna change, and yeah, they don't want to like lock themselves into providing a particular thing in a particular way.
The hangar does go underneath it. It's supposed to. The last concept was it was like a